Pizza time.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is, of course, RJ, your fellow Marvel Maniac, and today is August 17th, 2022. Happy Wednesday, folks. Wednesday. Uh, we'll talk about Wednesday a little bit here in a second. How's everyone doing today? It's been kind of an interesting day. It's been interesting the last couple of days. Last night was just a complete disaster for me, and hopefully things will not be as bad as that again. Hopefully, we'll see. But everything should be good. We should be okay, and we'll be talking about a couple interesting topics. So let us discuss a couple things real quick before we do that. Let's talk to the chat for a second. Film Watcher, hello. Donovan's here, hello. Figure Drawings here, hello. Kasali's here, hello. Firelord Azula. Oh, we'll get to that. It's a little bit of clickbait, but I am somewhat serious. I think The Rock at this point needs to shut up and let his movie speak for himself at this point, because I think he is in danger of potentially overhyping his film and setting expectations a bit out of control. But part of that is the fans' fault as well. We'll get to that in a second. So let's start off with the hot button issue first. Let's talk about the Ezra Miller situation real quick. I've already talked about this a bunch as it is, so I don't want to spend too much more time talking about it. But what I will say is, I've said that I think this was a good first step, but it is only a first step. Ezra's got a long way to go to making things up and sort of trying to at least fix some of the situation, right? There is a big issue here, though, and this is kind of what I thought was going to happen in regards to the Ezra Miller situation, and that is that this apology has seemingly not really done much at all to sort of fix the situation, right? Which is kind of what I figured was going to happen. But you have a bunch of YouTube channels now with over like 500,000 subscribers. You have like TikTokers. You have so much going on. I mean, like, it's not good. It's not good, folks. And in terms of correcting the situation, a lot of people are never going to forgive Ezra at this point, which is kind of to be expected. I said this earlier when the apology first came, that the apology was never going to be enough for a lot of people, that a lot of people were still going to withhold judgment towards Ezra and not really it just wasn't going to work out, right? And we're kind of seeing the epitome of that, because again, it doesn't really matter what Ezra does at this point. The damage to their public reputation is already done. There's really not much else that can be said or done at this point. Which again, you may disagree with that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, it's a shame that things have kind of transpired as much as they have, but I'm not shocked that it's kind of gone this way. Well, again, Firelord Azula, I mean, you may disagree on this, but a lot of people are not fans of Ezra's erratic behavior, what they've done and said, and the fact that it's taken this long to get a statement. The biggest thing I'm seeing right now is that a lot of people feel like this did not come across as a genuine apology. It came across as more like a PR statement, which, let's be fair here, it kind of did, right? I mean, it's going to be hard pressed for anyone to really believe that that apology or that statement was any bit genuine. And again, that's not me trying to lapse judgment on them. It's just, again, you compare this to the Will Smith situation in regards to how Will Smith apologized. What did Will Smith do? It took a while, took a few months, but when Will Smith made his apology, it was a video recorded apology. It was him actually speaking to his audience and to his social media platforms. Ezra's statement was a short little paragraph given to the trades, and that's that. Now, my hope is that eventually Ezra can get the help that they need, and then they will feel comfortable, perhaps giving more public statements and maybe some public video interviews or something to actually really verbally communicate with his audience and with his fans and with their platform. But if not, then that's kind of the thing. And it does not address a lot of the concerns people have in regards to the Iceland choking incident, the bar fights, the TMZ arrest video, what they said there, the grooming allegations with Takata Iron Eyes, the cannabis farm at his house, and the stuff with the baby with the bullet in the mouth and that mother and all this and that, like the Child Protective Services now investigating that mother and Ezra seemingly hiding them from CPS. It's a lot, okay? It's a lot of stuff, and we're at a point to where, again, the court of public opinion is so against Ezra Miller at this point that I don't think anything that can be said or done at this point can repair that. Well, no, and I agree, right? I agree, but the thing is, and thank you, Fred, I appreciate that. But here's the thing, right? Nobody should have expected all that in this one statement, but a lot of people did, and that's kind of the problem. And at this point, I don't even think explaining all that stuff anyway is going to fix the issue. We are at a point, not only in our culture and society, we're just at a point with the situation where saying I'm sorry doesn't cut it anymore. People want to have answers for these questions. They want answers and they want accountability. And there's still that energy where a lot of people do not view their statement as genuine. They don't think it's genuine. They don't think it's a good thing. They don't think that Ezra's sincere in their apology. Maybe it's the way it was written. Maybe it was the way it was delivered. But I don't think it really solved much, honestly. And we're looking at the response on YouTube. We're looking at the response on social media. And I know social media is not reflective of real life, but even the way the media is covering this still has not really improved all that much. A lot of people in the general public still view Ezra Miller as this psychopath. And the court of public opinion is not just a YouTube. We're talking about, again, social media, cable news channels. We're talking about a lot of stuff, just how the general public feels about the situation, right? Well, no, and that's the thing. I care about Ezra getting help as well. Getting help, though, does not equate to being held accountable for your actions. If Ezra has committed any of the myriad of things that they are being accused of, obviously them getting mental health treatment is important. I support that. I think that's important, and that's what I want. But that is not a form of accountability for their accused actions that could or could not be true. And until we know if they are true or not, then it's kind of up in the air in regards to that a little bit. That's also the big part of this as well, because I know there's a lot of people who feel like Ezra and his PR team or the Warner Brothers PR team, and they're trying to brush all this off as, well, Ezra's just mentally ill. I don't really think that's what they were trying to do, but again, in our culture today, in our society today, you have to be very careful how you word some things, because trying to label all of what Ezra did as a mental health crisis cannot sit well with some people who believe that they are trying to use mental health as a scapegoat for disgusting actions. Okay, that's the other thing. And again, I could tell you're very passionate about this Fire Lord Azula, and that's okay. I understand emotions run high with this. I am not saying I feel one way or the other. I am just telling you the reality of the situation in regards to the response to this apology, because we're talking about the response to the statement. And thus far, the statement has not been successful in swaying the public opinion back in Ezra's favor. If anything, I feel like for some of us, we feel more comfortable in regards to certain things. But for a majority of people, this was not enough, and this did not rectify anything. If anything, people are again mocking Ezra, mocking Warner Brothers for going for this option of this public PR apology tour and all that. So, Stephen Lucky says, should a drunk driver not be held accountable for vehicular manslaughter because they're an alcoholic? I mean, listen, I understand the comparison you're making. I think that is a valid point somewhat. I mean, that gets into a different conversation, a bit of a different kind of conversation, because we can have the discussion whether or not alcoholism is a mental health issue. I suppose it kind of is, right? It's a form of addiction, a drug addiction, right? So, the Jedi of Chicago says the main similarity between the Ezra and Will Smith situations, they both took way too long for making a statement and apologizing, and it comes off as more of a PR saving face statement than genuine. And that's kind of the issue too. We live in a culture where we are very distrustful of the media. We're very distrustful of celebrities, and a lot of people don't trust or like Hollywood or Hollywood celebrities. There's a lot of people who feel like the lack of action taken towards Ezra is an example of white privilege or special treatment for the LGBT community. I don't personally feel that way, but a lot of people do. Then you have the issue of the Batgirl cancellation, where there's a lot of persons of color who are upset that the Flash gets to continue and Ezra just gets a slap on the wrist, supposedly, while Leslie Grace and Adil and Bilal are punished. So there's a lot of layers to the situation. And again, I'm not going to sugarcoat this or downplay any of this. I'm going to give it to you honestly. I'm going to express my opinion because, again, that is where we're at. And you may be a fan of Ezra Miller. You may not be a fan of Ezra Miller, but I'm going to just lay it out based on the reactions to this statement. And thus far, it's not been great. For some of us in this YouTube circle, I think some of us feel a little bit better about this, but the vast of the public, the court of public opinion, does not feel the same way as some of us do. And again, it's going to be an uphill battle. Rich privilege, celebrity privilege. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. No, I think Ezra did need to apologize. Excuse me if I mispronounced Jarence Bowman. I think that they did need to apologize because, again, we are in this situation where their behavior has been so erratic, so publicized that, again, it's a disaster. It's a disastrous situation. Now, I don't really think it's a lazy thing to say white privilege. I mean, Ezra is white. That's the thing. And again, a Fire Lord Azula, I understand you're very passionate about this, but I would just recommend that we try and stay civil with the conversation. I mean, other people are here in the chat as well weighing in on this. And again, this is a very emotional thing. Murdoch J says, Warner Brothers didn't care. It took Ezra 2 years to care, so why should we? Well, and that's the other issue, too, that I blame a lot of this on the old regime, okay? This will not be a popular opinion, but this is my opinion, and you're here to listen to my opinion, or at least my takes on things, so here we are. When the Iceland choking incident happened, they should have taken action against Ezra immediately and probably let Ezra go. I think that Iceland choking incident should have been nipped on the bud, and they should have just cut their losses right then and there. But it was the lack of action, the lack of accountability on behalf of the old regime, trying their hardest to push out this Flash movie, where again, that's where we are. That's where we're at, right? And again, they should have taken action then and there. And because they didn't, they put themselves in this situation. And now this current regime has inherited a mess. So again, that is on them. They really did this to themselves. I know, and again, Fire Lord Zilla, you are fine with expressing your opinion. Everyone is fine with expressing your opinion. I welcome differing opinions, and I do not mind being challenged on this. That's okay. I'm okay. It's just make sure that we're doing it in a very civil and constructive way. That's all I say. And I agree that that's also another issue. I feel like there's Monkey Jeebus. I do feel like there's this obsessive culture surrounding actors and surrounding franchises. I've always maintained this: no actor is greater than the character that they play. Uh, unless there's some kind of tragic occurrence, like with the Chadwick Boseman, I honestly think every single actor is replaceable. So again, like this whole thing about Henry Cavill. Oh, Henry Cavill needs to be in Black Adam. Nobody else can play Superman. If anyone else plays Superman, it doesn't mean anything. It has no value. Well, eventually Henry Cavill's going to leave. 10 years from now, we're not going to see Henry Cavill play Superman anymore. Hell, who knows if the world's still going to be around 10 years from now? It's not the conversation, though. But like, the characters are bigger than any one actor. That's how this is supposed to work. Actors will constantly rotate and come in. So that's just kind of where we're at with things. And again, it's okay if people disagree with this, and it's okay if people don't see it the same way. And I do not begrudge anybody for feeling differently about this. I can only tell you that from my perspective, I don't think that the situation was helped at all. I don't think that apology helped. And just speaking for myself personally, I don't think that this has quelled any of my concerns about financially supporting this film. As of right now, I'm glad Ezra's getting the mental health treatment and help that they need. But still, as of right now, I have no plans on supporting this film or seeing it in theaters. And I have no plans going forward of supporting Ezra in anything that they do going forward. Now, that can change. I'm open to having that change. Again, it depends on what they do in regards to how they address the accusations leveled their way and what information comes out in regards to what they've actually done. But again, as of right now, I am not comfortable supporting this film financially or supporting Ezra in their future. And I think that it would be very naive of anyone, to assume that just because Ezra apologized, this means that they're going to stay on as the Flash. Given the insurance in Hollywood, the issues when it comes to insurance, given the issues when it comes to PR in Hollywood, there's almost no chance. I would say there's almost no chance in hell Ezra's going to stay as the Flash beyond this film. I think that's a very fair statement to make. I honestly do not see Ezra Miller continuing this role beyond this film. Again, would I love to be wrong? Sure. I just don't think I am in this case. I really think Ezra's done after this film. Especially if this film underperforms at the box office. Especially. So, that is where we are with the Ezra Miller situation. So, let us move on to something a little more cheerful. And that is the Wednesday trailer. Now, Wednesday is the new kind of Addams Family set series that's going to be directed. 4 episodes will be directed by Tim Burton. It's from the showrunners behind Into the Badlands, the creators of Smallville, and the Shannara Chronicles, I believe. So you got some pretty talented people behind this. And Tim Burton, as I said, is executive producing, which is cool to see. Now, where is the trailer? Here we go. Now, this is funny. We're going to watch the trailer, and then we're going to watch Grace's reaction to the trailer. Because it's really funny to me. It was really, really funny. So let us check out the trailer for Wednesday, and let me know what you guys think of this. Apologies in advance, by the way. This may probably get either muted or removed in the replay because of copyright issues. And yeah, that's just the way the cookie crumbles on YouTube. But let's check out this trailer. I have not watched Scream, the new Scream movie yet, so I'm not familiar with Jenna Ortega's work, but I think this looks fantastic. Has seemingly caused some issues online, and we're going to check out Grace's trailer reaction. Right away, that crazy, crazy look in her eyes. Oh, God. Okay. So let's check out Grace's reaction to this trailer, because I think that it's going to make people laugh. Because that is a very unhinged look in her eyes. I'm kind of very scared. I'm already very... Yeah, actually, Senior Nerd, yeah. That's what I was going to say. It reminds me of Sabrina mixed with Stranger Things, mixed with Harry Potter. Mixed with the Addams Family, of course. So, like, that's like a recipe for something really good, I think. Oh, no. Wait until you see Grace's reaction to the piranha scene. She hated it. Just wait. Just watch.
Yes, it's Wednesday, the perfect day to drop the first teaser for Wednesday, the Addams Family show coming from Tim Burton for Netflix. They had a sneak peek at Vanity Fair yesterday. Gomez's new look got a lot of people talking. I'm excited to see it in action. I think.
By the way, what do you guys think of Gomez? Everyone's been hating on Gomez, and I thought Gomez was fine. Like, to me, they're trying to be more like the original comic strips in regards to how Gomez looks. He's a little more in line with the cartoon. Obviously, he's not Raul Julia, and Raul Julia was an icon, okay? No one's going to dispute that Raul Julia was an absolute king when it came to playing Gomez. But I think that this actor, I think, can do a very different interpretation of Gomez that fits more in line with the comic strips, and I am okay with that. And again, we're here for Jenna Ortega's Wednesday. I mean, we're here for Wednesday. So that's kind of the thing here. I'm here for Wednesday. I'm here for Jenna Ortega. Everyone else is just a bonus. Plus, we got Catherine Zeta-Jones, man. Catherine Zeta-Jones. And she is an icon. And she is looking phenomenal as Morticia. So I am perfectly okay with Gomez. Yeah, this looks better than Riverdale. I agree. Anything's better than Riverdale at this point, folks. Anyway, let's get back to Grace.
That's most important. Also, they're saying this is this isn't a show, but it's like an 8-hour Tim Burton movie. And sometimes the Tim Burton movie is a great thing, and sometimes not such a great thing. I think his last couple of movies have not been great. So I hope he's turned things around. But this is a wonderful opportunity for Jenny Ortega, who she's had a lot of great opportunities. She just keeps getting better ones. I thought she was fantastic in the Scream movie, and she's returning for Scream 6. So let's see how she is in this iconic role. Of course, Christina Ricci was, I believe, the first to do it back for Barry Sonnenfeld back in the day. And a lot of people are going to be comparing this show. I think that's the best known version of the Addams Family to most people today. But I was still a pretty decent while back. So for a lot of people, this could be the first introduction. I'm curious, how well do you know the Addams Family? They also had that animated movie come out, but that wasn't that big. All right, here we go.
Addams Family did okay. The animated movie did okay. I mean, that one was mildly successful. Grace is so upset. She's so upset by the piranhas. That's great. She's so upset by that. That's awesome. Oh my God.
Heidi, we were just talking the other day about you have to be like really fair in the way that you address things. And, school terrorism is school terrorism.
Tell me you don't understand the character of Wednesday Addams without telling me you don't understand the character of Wednesday Addams. Are you really making this a political thing about we can't be doing school terrorism in 2022? Wednesday is always a weirdo who does weird things and gets expelled and moves from school to school. That's kind of even in the cartoon she did weird stuff, like spiders and stuff and all that. Yeah, she compared this to American Horror Story, yes. Here's the thing, though, like, are we really going to be that much of a prude where it's all like, she's committing school terrorism, that's not cool anymore. She's a psychopath, that's kind of the charm of the character. Like, it's a series. It's a series. I'm just saying, like, are we really going to be that much of a prude about piranhas attacking someone? We don't even have the context for the scene as to why she even went this far. She mentions that they did something to her brother. So, again, my God.
Be like really fair in the way that you address things. And, school terrorism is school terrorism. So I really can't believe that they allowed that in the first part of the trailer and in the show. I find that absolutely shocking. And I can't believe that I'm not so surprised that someone came up with the idea, because there's often things that are, a joke that's in poor taste. Maybe it doesn't seem like it's in poor taste when you first pitch it. But, these things have to go through so many different hoops and so many different levels of, like, the writing, finalizing the scripts, filming it, post-production, test screening. I can't believe that nobody was like, did we actually kill that boy?
Probably not. Watch the show.
You're supposed to give a good old-fashioned scare. Even today, I think, I just think that was a shockingly poor taste. But the rest of it looks good. And I think Jenny Ortega, she didn't write it. I think she looks like she's doing a really great job. And I have to say, I think Catherine Zeta-Jones's Morticia is just absolutely inspired. We didn't see too much of her in Luis Gomez.
It's Luis Guzman. He's playing Gomez.
It's like Stranger Things meets Umbrella Academy. I feel like that's the pitch, which is funny. And maybe a little bit of Sabrina thrown in there. It's I just put them all in a blender, man, and maybe a tiny bit of Harry Potter. So let's see how it is. I thought that was just an awful first thing, but I'm not put off for the show, and so I'm excited to see what the rest of it entails. Oh my God! All right, I guess.
Are you guys noticing like a trend where like Grace is like really critical of anything starring women, especially? Oh, there we go. There's She-Hulk review. Look at that. I'll let Max cover that tonight because I'm not doing that. Oh my God, she is so. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, the kid didn't even die. He just got his balls bit. My God. Oh, it's so annoying sometimes, I swear. Hold on. All right, sorry, I had to answer a text. Grace is an anti-woman feminist. Yeah, I know. Well, if you enjoyed me roasting that reaction, please hit the like button. I would really greatly appreciate it. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the Marvel Maniac channel because I would greatly appreciate your support. And I agree. Wednesday does look fantastic. I cannot wait for the show. It is one of the very few things on Netflix that I'm actually very much looking forward to. Because I'm kind of like, sometimes I fall in and out of love with Netflix sometimes. So I'm glad that they have something really awesome coming this fall. Let me check the release calendar. They said fall 2022. So let me see. They're going to release on a Wednesday. I have no doubt. Because fall has September, probably October. I'm going to guess October 26th, maybe the week of Halloween. I can see that. So probably in October that show will drop, probably. Yeah, I did hear about Superman and Lois. They are replacing the actor who's playing Jonathan Kent, which is pretty surprising. Yeah. Well, that's another point, too. The shows kind of did draw inspiration from the Addams Family first. That is true. I've not seen The Bear. I've not. Yeah, I mean, like I said, why can't grace be graceful? I know, right? So the last thing I had on the docket, and then we can kind of hang out for a little bit and just talk about whatever. This is just a really quick one. I mentioned this at the top of the show. Rock. I'm looking forward to Black Adam, but I think that The Rock on Twitter, especially, is kind of talking too much of a game with the show. Like he's saying, "Oh, we only got one shot at this. We got to get this right." And it's like, and the Superman stuff, especially, I feel like it's just become such a big contention point for that film that it's kind of both his fault and the fans' fault. That if Superman's not in it, the movie's going to disappoint. So, it's a shame that things are the way they are right now, and I hope that Black Adam can be successful. I'm just concerned. Oh, Dapple, I haven't even watched any of Better Call Saul. I gotta get on Better Call Saul. I know. I'm gonna watch it. I promise. I'm gonna watch it. Don't worry. I will. I promise. I'm going to watch it. But I will. But yeah, I don't know. How are you guys feeling about Black Adam? I'm just kind of curious. Because I'm excited for it, but I still have some concerns. I haven't checked out Sandman yet either. I need to watch Sandman too. I know, guys, I got stuff I got to watch, but, I've just been playing games lately. I've been playing Lego Harry Potter on the Switch. I've been playing some Multiverses. The Dragon Ball crossover just came out in Fortnite. I've been playing that. There's a lot going on. But I need to get on those shows. Absolutely. I will try my best to get on those shows in the future. The Rock's got to go. The Rock needs to shut up. Like, I'm sick of hearing the same thing like we know every time. Listen, okay? I have a strong suspicion that Superman, like Henry Cavill, will be in the post-credit scene. Like, I think you will actually see his face. But I'm just going to say this right here and now. If Superman is not in the movie at all, there's going to be issues, okay? There's going to be issues. And it's not the fault of the film itself. It's just the fact that fans have put themselves in such an expectation to expect Superman that if Superman's not in it, it's like people are going to be upset, and the movie will be seen as a disappointment because they didn't get the cameo that they wanted. And that's unfair to the film, but it's just kind of the way it's been set up, I feel like. And again, it's not the fault of the film, it's just where we're at with it, sadly. And if it is another faceless Superman cameo, my God. Grace is the perfect example, who bring real life problems to the films. That's why she can't enjoy anything. Yeah, it's true. Him saying the hierarchy is really getting annoying. I hope the movie's good too. I really do. I think it'll probably be fine. I think it's going to be a fine movie. I'm really not too concerned. I think it's going to be fine. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Gotta wait and see. Just to see where they go with the JSA going forward. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Again, if it's another Faces cameo, my God, the rage is going to be insane. If it's another Faces cameo, it's going to be legitimately insane. If it's another Faces cameo, like there'll be hellfire over the place. It's going to be a disaster. CJH, you're asking, do you think Secret Wars ends the 616 universe from MCU and starts fresh after creating Galactus? It's possible they could reboot. It's possible. I'm not going to say it's impossible. I think they could reset some things to allow the X-Men to integrate more, integrate in a better way to where it comes off more organic. But we'll have to wait and see. Yes, I do. I think that he could be Hyperion. I think it's unlikely, but that possibility still exists. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, nice. What do you think of Prey? I thought Prey was excellent. Prey was a great movie. I thought Prey was awesome. God help us. Now he would be better as the Reverse Flash. Come on now, Joey. Ryan Kittle would be the Ryan Kittle would be better as the Reverse Flash. MCU reboot in 2040. Were you alive by then, man? Let's see. Excuse me. Prey was dope. I agree. So let us see what's going on in the world of the Twitters. I'm almost tempted to react to a heel versus babyface video, but I really don't think I want to. I was really tempted to, but I feel like, nah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it be. I don't like reacting to those people much anymore. I was very tempted to, though. I was very tempted to. But oh yeah, there's some big news real quick. We'll talk about it real quick. Apparently, Young Justice it's probably gonna get canceled. There was a report from TV Lines that HBO Max currently has no plans for Young Justice season 5. So Young Justice could be one of the shows that gets axed due to the merger. So if you're a Young Justice fan, I am seriously sorry for you. D23 coverage that'll happen in September, so a couple weeks from now. There is the Marvel Games thing on the 9th of September. We'll be doing a live stream covering that. There should be some news about, Lego Star Wars, some stuff about Midnight Suns, and I think they're going to reveal the Skydance Media game that Amy Hennig's working on with Marvel, which is rumored to be a Fantastic Four game. So, yeah, Rick and Morty Season 6 starts in September as well. So, September is going to be a pretty big month. Pretty big month for coverage on the channel. Pretty big month for just goings on for sure. So I don't even know, man. I would need to take a look at that, to be honest. Spider-Man 2 would probably be more of a Sony announcement. I don't think that they would give that to anyone else. Oh, that's right. Yeah. She-Hulk comes out tonight too, so we'll be doing a review and stream tomorrow. Another Marvel Mania stream will be tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk about the show then. I will not be doing watch parties for the show. Because I don't think it's really the kind of show that warrants a watch party, to be perfectly honest. The only episode I might do for a watch party is going to be episode 5, because I think episode 5 may be the Daredevil episode. So we may do a watch party for that episode only, but we shall see. Like I said, I don't think it's the kind of show that warrants a watch party kind of thing. What about Daredevil game or Daredevil cameo? Daredevil cameo, maybe. I don't know if they're going to really do the other hero showing up in the show kind of thing. They could. I'm not going to say they're not, but they could. So. Teen Titans movie? God. It's hard to even really cast the Teen Titans, because, like, what roster would you do? Like, would you set in the DCU? Because in the DCU, you can't do Cyborg. I guess he could do Cyborg. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna give She-Hulk an open chance, a fair chance, and we'll see. Yeah, we're gonna cover everything. We're gonna cover Disney Plus Day, the Disney Games Showcase. We're gonna do and I think I'm probably only gonna cover the Saturday live action panel that has the Marvel stuff in it, but the rest I'm sure we'll be talking about. It's gonna be a big weekend. There's gonna be a lot of stuff going on. But on that lovely note, I need to end the stream because I got to go make some dinner. So thank you all once again for hanging out with me for just a little bit, talk about a couple topics. Like I said, tomorrow we'll be doing the She-Hulk review and breakdown stream. That'll be tomorrow afternoon, same time as the stream was. And then we will, after that, my live streams may start slowing down a little bit because I'm starting up a new semester of college. So maybe a little more busy. But we are going to try and stay consistent with streaming as much as I possibly can. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Much love to all of you. And I will see y'all later. Peace out.